Hi there, this is your friend Anna, and the question that I've been getting the most from all of my friends is what are we wearing? This age-old question isn't just about choosing an outfit, it's about choosing how we present ourselves to the world. I created the I Want Her Shoes podcast to dive deep into what it means to dress with intention, whether you're heading to a council meeting or just having a casual day out with your family. Join the conversation as we explore the power of personal style and the decisions that shape our public personas. Put on your favorite pair of shoes and step into my closet. Welcome back to the I Want Her Shoes podcast, where we spotlight powerhouse women rewriting the rules of leadership, confidence, and self-expression in their own signature style, like this beautiful jacket right here. Mm-hmm. I'm your host, Anna Anderson, and today's episode is all about how we show up, not just on Instagram, not just in the boardroom, but in our lives. And how our clothes, believe it or not, are part of that conversation, as we always say here. And my guest today is Paola Arancibia, founder of Serious Style, a Miami-based personal styling consultancy built on radical self-recognition. And Paola isn't here to push trends or sell shopping sprees. She's here to help women dress with intention, alignment, and an unapologetic clarity, which I think is super important. And she believes that when we get dressed, we're not just putting on clothes, we're putting on energy, identity, and self-respect, which is very, very important to have these days. From her Closet Detox method to her jeans parties. Yes, we'll get into that. Paola helps women turn their wardrobes into a tool for visibility, confidence, and personal power. Welcome. It's so amazing to have you here, Paola.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Well, let's jump in. Before we jump into all this amazing stuff, can you tell us about kind of where you're from, what brought you to Miami? Are you a local? Where did you grow up?
Well, yeah, I'm a Miami lifer. I'm actually very much like a Coral Gables townie. I was born in Puerto Rico. So I was born in Puerto Rico to Cuban parents. But I've been here since I was 3 years old. So
nice. So you're like a true Miami.
I'm a true Miami girl.
I love that. I think there's only out of all the amazing women I've had on the show, I think there's only been maybe a handful of you ladies that are local. So, which is amazing to see. And you say you don't believe in work and life balance, at least not right now. Can you tell us more about how that mindset has served you in this current season? Because I'd love to see how you're thinking about that.
Oh, I really love that question because I don't think that I could have done this business at any other time in my life. It's a business that I launched in midlife because I had my children very young. And so that wasn't the season. And so my kids who are now adults, they've both graduated from college. Their careers are taking off. Now I don't have to worry about balancing this career, this job with pick up and drop off, with, going to sports practice or anything like that. This is my soulmate and I have the space for it.
I love that. No, that's great. I mean, I think that's an amazing thing to say that you could do anything at any time, right? You don't have to. It's never too late and you can launch something midlife or anytime in your life, right? So I think that's an amazing story. And you build Serious Style on the belief that style isn't surface, it's soul deep, which I 1000% agree with you. Where did that really begin for you, that philosophy?
So I have really been an academic my whole life. I was an English teacher. I taught literature, I taught creative writing, I taught art history. And basically, I had dedicated my whole adult life to symbolism. And so I understood when you're either analyzing or creating characters, you understand that their physical representation is offering something deeper. And honestly, working with the wardrobe is like writing or creating any other art. And
I love that.
Yeah, so
I totally agree.
It's just in my nature to sort of see things that way.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely, it's super. I think it's also very emotional. It's like everything, right?
Absolutely.
Like it's kind of part of you and everything. And what do you say to women who feel overwhelmed by their closet or disconnected from their personal looking back in the mirror? Because I feel like a lot, like the women also go through that transition too, like where they feel like I don't have anything to wear or I don't like the way I look, right?
Well, first and foremost, to know that we all go through that. You're not alone. You're not the first, and you're not the last. And I think to recognize that your closet is mirroring something back to you, and to just take a moment, because I think the fun part of this work that we do with clothes and all that is that it's kind of like a fun, playful way at self-help.
Yeah.
And that, you could put on a shirt. If it doesn't feel great, you can just take it off.
Yeah, exactly. The shoes, yeah, exactly.
You
Like,
just put it away.
Yeah.
But sometimes we don't even realize that we have that autonomy or that freedom.
Yep.
And so I say to them, remember that you have, like, this is your kingdom, your queendom.
Queendom, yes.
And that you have, like, you can say to it, these work for me, these don't. And just that practice starts to build your self-esteem.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's great. And you've helped women reconnect to their confidence without a shopping spree. What are some of the biggest mindset shifts you guide clients through? Kind of like revisiting their current wardrobe because everybody thinks they have to go get new stuff.
Yeah. So back to that, this fact that your closet is sort of like mirroring all kinds of things back to you. When you detox your closet from, for example, the jeans that don't fit, because those are telling you like, oh, I'm not skinny anymore or young anymore or whatever it is. Or you see that you have a bunch of clothes that have price tags on it and you're like, I'm bad with money. Or the clothes that was gifted to you by your mother-in-law and you're like, I can never tell that lady no. Once you actually move those things out of the way, a real shift starts to happen in you and in other aspects of your life.
That's really cool. And it seems like there's some really simple things that you could do.
Yes.
Yeah. Are there any other ones that you could maybe mention other than those little things? Is there anything else that you could really easily do?
Find your favorite thing, whatever is most beautiful to you, whatever is most meaningful to you, and just wear it. Wear it daily. Give yourself permission to wear a great bracelet for no reason. That wonderful blazer. Stop saving things for a special occasion. Like,
I see that all the time. Like I feel like that happens in January too, or like February in the beginning of the year. They're always like saying, just wear the shoes, like wear the jewelry, wear all of those
But
things.
even something small, just to like reconnect you with something that you love. Like for me, my jewelry all means something to me. It was all either gifted. It's not because of the cost of it. But I'm
like sentimental, right?
Yeah, I remember who loves me when I look at my hands. And so
that's so
find
sweet.
those pieces.
Love that. And let's talk a little bit about visibility. How does personal style influence how women show up professionally, especially online or on stage?
Okay, I have a kind of a radical take on this. I think a lot of times we start thinking about constructing an outfit based on what we're projecting. But what I challenge my clients with and our audience with is to ask yourself what you need. Meaning, do you need to show up with authority? Then go ahead and, broaden your shoulders.
Yes, there we go. I need to do it too.
Do you need to show up basically, how can I say, expressing your experience? Go ahead and wear a big belt. Like a prize fighter.
I like that.
Belt to your waist. So think in terms of what do you need? And then find the pieces that will support that. And that's going to change how you project.
That's really cool. I've never really heard that.
Oh, well, I'm here to impress you, Anna.
Yes, I love it. Well, let's talk a little bit about the girls just want to have jeans party. I'm obsessed. That is so cute. What sparked this idea and what do women walk away with after having one of these?
So I definitely used to do those more often at the beginning because when I was, even for myself, trying to figure out my business, I knew that I wanted to bring joy back into getting dressed. And I was like, well, what is it that we hate most?
Jeans. Well, I feel like jeans kind of disappeared for a while out of style.
I'm a hardcore jeans girl. I always have been, but it is definitely the worst thing to shop for. Like you could ask anybody. And it's also like the thing that we use to measure did I gain weight? Did I lose weight? Am I, I mean, it is like we put so much, weight, importance in our genes.
Yeah.
And since I have kind of like a really good eye that I can look at your body fairly quickly and tell what's going to work, I was like, let me just do that. So I would go shopping for those that wanted to participate, and I'd buy 3 jeans, and then they would try it on at somebody's house. We'd do a party either at my house or at somebody's house or one of my clients' houses. And really the magic was in, you go and you try on your jeans and you walk out and everybody's like, damn, you look good. Like,
yeah, girl.
and it shifts the whole experience of shopping from something that's like so punishing to something that's celebrating you.
Yeah, no, I love that. And I think maybe we could talk a little bit about, you just mentioned shopping and how's that shifting because of online shopping and AI and, like all these huge places like Saks closing, and like going out of business. I think we're going to have more of these parties, right? Because how then do you really connect with those pieces?
It's incredible. You had Samantha Brown on here, and she's a huge mentor for me and a great friend. And I've learned through her and our network how retailers are really embracing the stylist. It makes for less returns and more client satisfaction, and it's kind of cracking the code of shopping not just being about something that's just like shoved in your face that you're responding to, like a piece of candy or something that at the checkout aisle, but something that's strategic,
right?
And to go and to approach shopping less from let me see what's out there, and again, what do I need? How do I want to express myself?
Yeah, and I think that's how people end up with all this crap they don't need, right?
Yeah.
Because like you literally go out there just looking around.
Exactly. As opposed to saying like
let's look in the closet and see.
Let's look in the closet and see, or let me start with my imagination. It kind of goes back to my teacher, writer.
I love the creative part of that.
Yeah, let me sit with my imagination. Let me sit with characters that I admire, with style icons that I just think are cool, or people who I value. It doesn't even have to be fashion people. And how are they showing up?
Right.
And how can I get a piece of that? And your clothes give you an opportunity to dive into that energy.
Yeah, so I feel like you guys, the stylists, are almost becoming like influencers now, right? Because you're bringing together your clients as a community for these pieces of clothing, right? Like, so.
Yeah, there's definitely an aspect of that. I think, we have to see that responsibility that our clients feel like they're lost in this world, and in whatever way we can make them feel safe in it is what we're here to do.
Yeah, and I love that you have such a thoughtful, conscious approach to consumption. How do you guide your clients to invest in clothing that reflects high self-worth, not just the price tags? Because I feel like, again, you could go and buy a bunch of stuff, and then you don't even wear it because it's like, there's nowhere to go, or it's like ridiculous or whatever,
Well, again, go back into your closet first. See what you have. See how you want to show up. Get rid of the stuff that's making you feel bad. And then usually when I do like an initial closet detox, for example, I say if my clients have to shop for more than 5 things, I haven't done my job. For that initial kind of, because I don't like to go in and just revamp a closet, because you really have to feel into it. If you don't feel good in it, you're not going to wear it. And usually what you need is like a great white button-down shirt, a good pair of pleated pants, the right jeans, and those things open up what you already have.
Yeah, exactly. You really don't need a lot. I mean, I've heard that women live on like 20 pieces of clothing. Yeah. They're like surviving and looking very fabulous and such. So, no, that's great advice. And maybe we could talk a little bit about your style and how has it evolved? Because you talked about like being a mom first and doing that and then starting your business. So how has that, like your style evolved with all the things that you've done in your life and your journey?
Oh, that's such a great question. I feel definitely I identify more so now as like a business owner. And so I am very much a blazer and jeans. Like I'm in some variation of this most of the time. I do kind of really enjoy that kind of masculine energy, but in a feminine form. I think of like Katharine Hepburn and that era of clothing with like the wide leg pants and loafers. I'm big on the button down shirt. There's so many things that you could do with those basics. But definitely since I identify so much as a business owner, I kind of have this like business uniform that I'm really enjoying right now.
I think it's fabulous.
Thank you.
It's working for you.
Thank you.
And you've spoken about networking, visibility, and generosity as key to your business growth. What's a moment when one of those shifted everything for you, if there is one, or maybe a couple moments even?
I brought up Samantha already. She's been key to my growth in this past year. She hosted some events at New York Fashion Week, so I got an opportunity to go there and meet with other stylists. And what I would say, and actually when you and I first met at the door, we were talking about, oh, we know each other through this, that, and the other. Invest in businesswomen. Pay for their services. I think when you do business with a woman and you pay for her services, a woman business owner has so much more of an open heart and an eye for talent, like in the sense that it's not going to be every woman that you do business with, and it's definitely not going to be with every client. But my biggest moments of growth have come from business women who I've bought their services and then they saw something in me. And that said, oh, I thought of you when I met this other businesswoman. And it's put me in this new realm. So
yeah, it's all about connections, right?
Pay women what they're worth. Pay for their services.
Yeah, no, I mean, now I only really hire women, to be honest, because I just want to support, and elevate and give back. And I'm there with
And
you,
this platform is great.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really grateful to give it and have it. And, I'm just grateful to see such growth. And, we can just create more, give more women voices, right? That's what it's really about. I mean, at least for me,
100%. 100%.
So, and for women listening who feel like their style has been on pause, what's kind of the best place to start? Like if you are if you're like going through a transition, or you're starting from scratch, or you just like, or going like you just had big kids or something, or babies, where can we start where it's like not as stressful?
You got to find the fun. And I mentioned a little bit about this. Like, think about who were the characters that you loved when you were little. Every so often I think about Bad Sandy in the movie Grease, Olivia and John, when I think about, if I feel like I'm in a style rut, I'm like, what would Wonder Woman do?
It's like almost like character playing and making it
fun.
Yeah.
Fun is what unlocks the creativity. And even if you just let yourself, don't pressure yourself into having, and it's not about costuming, don't pressure yourself into having to purchase a certain thing or dress a certain way, but sit in that fun. And if it's something from your childhood or a movie or something you're watching now and you're like, I think she's so cool or he's so cool or whatever it is, do a deep dive into that character. Let the characteristics sort of like influence you. And
I love that.
Yeah, move from there. It works. It works.
Thank you so much. That's such an amazing tip. I might have to try that myself.
Yeah.
Well, now it's a time for you to tell us about these wonderful, sexy, lacy shoes that you brought. So why don't you describe what they are for the folks that are not watching on YouTube?
Okay, so I can't even remember what brand this is. They're a little bit worn out. I bought these about 15 years ago when I did a boudoir shoot.
Ooh, boudoir.
Yes. So they're lace. They're platform, kind of like, mid-aughts platform. And
those were really hot. Yeah,
Yes.
like I feel like they're like timeless.
Yeah, I love the way that they're covered because you don't see the platform really. And then they have this kind of like lacy bow at the front. And the reason I brought these is because a lot of times with my clients, they're middle age, and maybe they feel like their feet are in a state where they can't wear heels anymore. So I brought these as an example of indoor shoes.
Indoor shoes, there you go. I love that. So you can have a couple pairs of those.
Yes, you don't have to, like, a heel isn't about getting from point A to point B. The foot is an erogenous zone. It's so much fun to play. Like, this is a playtime shoe. So maybe you can't get around in a heel, but this is for you to be caught sitting down.
Caught sitting down or laying down or whatever.
Or laying down, yes.
Love that. No, I think those are great. And now let's jump into this.
Oh, sure.
This or that edition. I'm excited about this one. Closet Detox or Capsule Build?
Oh, Closet Detox.
Yes. Jeans and a blazer or breezy matching style. I already know it's
jeans and a blazer.
Style archetypes or pure intuition?
That one I have to think about a little bit, but I would say a style archetype, because sometimes your intuition...
That's literally what like the characters and things.
Yeah, sometimes your intuition's busy on other things.
I think that's true. Vintage market or boutique splurge?
Oh,
or both.
Both. There's a time and a place for either, yeah.
Love that. All black everything or bold color pop?
It's also, I think that's both, because I can I love an all black moment, and then sometimes...
Yeah, I think in the right place, right? Mm-hmm. New York. Let's do black, right? Personal uniform or outfit experimentation?
I'd say outfit. Oh, gosh. This is another both.
You said kind of both is great.
Both is, yeah.
Power heels or polished flats.
I'm a power heel all the way.
Yes, dressing for you or dressing for your audience.
Dressing for you.
Always. Paola, thank you so much for bringing your fierce clarity, thoughtful style, and unapologetic honesty to the I Want Her Shoes community. You remind us that how we dress is how we speak to ourselves and to the world. And when that conversation is rooted in alignment, confidence flows. And that's so amazing. To all women listening, if you've ever felt like your closet was chaos or that your wardrobe didn't quite match your ambition, this is your invitation to shift. And please share this episode with your friends that are a little bit stressed about their closet. There's some really cool tips in this one. And may you see yourself more clearly, dress like the woman you're becoming, and remember, your presence is your power and your style is your signal. Well, cheers, Paola.
Cheers. Thank you.
So much fun.
Yes.
Mwah. It's Friday. Why not? Shit. I mean, a lot of people I think they're nervous about this, so they won't take alcohol, but I always offer it. And I'm like, I like it. I mean, we're not drinking a full bottle.
No,
having
a good time.
Yeah. I definitely wasn't as organized before the podcast, and now it's like, and I love it because I can much easier find things and get ready much faster. Well, cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Paul, it's so nice to have you here.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
How do you pronounce your last name? Arancibia?
Yeah, Arancibia.
Paola Arancibia.
You got it.
Perfect.